All right. Jim Irsay guitar collection. Oh, Jesus. My buddy Jim Irsay. Hey, Billy B. Bender. I was reading the Guitar Aficionado magazine this month, and there was an article about Warren Hayes playing Jerry Garcia's guitar Tiger at Red Rocks a few months back. This was the last guitar Jerry ever played live before his untimely death. Anyways, long story short, the article went on to disclose Jim Irsay was the actual owner of the guitar. Well, that's what happens with most of those instruments. They are owned by rich people who are not musicians. I'm not saying they're not lovers of music, but that's where it all ends up. And then actual musicians, they buy their own gear, and then they make that gear legendary. You know what I mean? I did that shit. I bought a 71 Ludwig Green Sparkle John Bonham fucking kit. Like, so then what? Now I'm going to play like him? That was an expensive lesson to learn. You know? But I know there's some other kid, you know, going down to fucking Pro Drum Shop out here in L.A., and he's going to buy a fucking kit that's a particular color and everything, and he's going to tune them up, or she's going to do it, and they're going to have a sound, and they're going to put it together, and then everybody's going to want that kit. So it doesn't surprise me. I mean, he owns a team in the NFL. This guy's a fucking billionaire, right? He said he paid $850,000 for it at auction. And you know what's great about Jim Irsay money? Is if he's a fucking billionaire, all right. Even if you had $100 million, spending $850,000 is spending less than 1% of your fucking money. But if you're a billionaire, then what is the fucking decimal point moves over one more? Is that it? Is it 0.01%? Less than that? I don't know. He said he paid $850,000 for it at auction. Not to mention he also owns Bob Dylan's Stratocaster from the Newport Festival, George Harrison's Gibson SG. Jesus, what a fucking collection. And even Prince's Yellow Cloud guitar. Although I appreciate someone preserving musical history like he has, as a longtime guitarist and Patriots fan, I say fuck him for not allowing these guitars to be in the hands of musicians. What are your thoughts? I separate Jim Irsay, the football owner. When you start talking about his guitar collection, then he's just a regular person to me. You know what I mean? So he's just a rich guy, that he's a music lover, and I don't think they should necessarily be in the hands of musicians because I think that you should be influenced by great artists, not go out and try to do what they already did. I think the fact that you as a musician will go out, you know, like if I was a musician, my goal would be like, I would want my guitar to be famous too. Like how Stevie Ray Vaughan's, you know, or John Bonham's Vista-like kit became famous. Like none of those things were famous. No one knew what they looked like until they got into the hands of those unbelievable artists. So I think that the fact that they go for all that money and they end up in rich people's hands is just a testament to the greatness of the musician and how music affects people. Even a guy who's a fucking NFL owner, the fact that he's into the Dead, he's into George Harrison, he's into Prince, he's into Bob Dylan. I mean, you can't fuck with any of those influences. The guy's got good taste in music, you know? But there's no magic in those guitars, though. I mean, I could literally have Bonham's kit, and I'm going to sound like a comedian playing drums, and you guys are all going to be like, hey, can you fucking knock it off? You know what I mean? So I don't think that I think that they're just like pieces of history now, I think. Like if you have like fucking Napoleon's sword, I don't think that should be in some other fucking dictator's hands chopping somebody's fucking head off. I mean, I don't think so. I just think that if you're into that type of shit, which I totally am, I'm completely into memorabilia, but I refuse to buy any because so much of it is fake. And also, I just have enough shit in my fucking house. I don't need any more shit in my house. And I don't want my fucking house to look like a fucking Hard Rock Cafe. You know what I mean? Where I got fucking Jim Morrison's fucking MeUndies on the wall. framed, and there'll probably some guy, it's probably has a better chance of being Jim Irsay's fucking MeUndies than Jim Morrison. So, I don't begrudge him. And I think that's fucking awesome that he has it because, I guess then that's why musicians should maybe, I don't know. There is something cool to touch the thing. Like if you could ever just hold that Jimmy Page double-necked SG that he played Stairway to Heaven on, if you could just fucking hold that thing and just feel like I think you just start whispering when you had it, like, oh my God, he looked at John Bonham and would give him the nod when he was coming out of the solo, Okay, that was probably creepy. Listen to me fucking whisper. I would be like that around that shit. But hey, man, if you got the fucking money, they can have it. So there you go, man. Go make your guitar fucking legendary and then see how much Jim Irsay will pay for yours. But then again, you'd have to be dead. Well, Bob Dylan's not dead when you give it up for auction.